Hello, people. I really want to talk about the Blair Witch Project. Um, and you all know I am a big, massive fan of the Blair Witch Project movie and the movies in general, and do have video games too. Um, and yeah, I'm a real big fan of real big, massive, humongous fan of the Blair Witch Project. Like, if I was a famous film director, right? Um, this is one thing I do like to do, and I do like to be a movie historian. You know, where I like to, you know, build, you know, certain things and everything else. Like I do really. If I was a famous film director and if I had the money and everything else, I would love to rebuild the Blair Witch house in the Blair Witch Project. I really do. Um, I like to make it the way it was and make it strong where it can, withstand everything and everything else. Dab it the way it was, make it more stronger, more stable, and everything else. Make it look like it's damaged, but still it has that, strongness to it, where people can go there and see it and everything else. And like rebuild the Blair Witch house, Rustin Park's house. Um, yeah, like I do like to build. I do like to build that, rebuild the Blair Witch house. Maybe I did watch Evil Dead. That is a pretty spooky movie. Um, I do like to rebuild that house too. Um, where, well, I did actually watch some film locations and everything else. I know where it is. I do like to rebuild that house too, with the same blueprint frames and everything else, and just rebuild it. And the thing is, right, what I know about the Blair Witch House, by watching this documentary, this one on YouTube. Well, the foundation, like underneath where the basement was, where Michael was in the corner and everything else, and when Heather was screaming her head off, like you know, that is still there. That is still there under the ground. It's still there. And what I like to do is actually dig all the stuff out, chuck all the old stuff out, and rebuild the actual house, right, on top of the basement, under the basement. Um, yeah, like I'm a big Blair Witch fan, and I got all the movies. This is my first copy. I got from many 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 years ago, and still works. And disc hasn't been scratched. Well, a couple of scratches, but it still works. Got the original disc for it from DVD. I do really wish I have the VHS copy. And I do got the Blu-rays. I got the Blair Witch Project on Steelbook. And I got the Blair Witch 2016 movie. I did kind of like, but it did have its corny bits in it. I'm just going to leave this here for a moment. Squeeze it. Where is it? Where are you? I'm trying to find it. Just give me a sec. There in a minute. There it is. There it is. There it is. I even got the Blair Witch Project on Laserdisc, and this cost me $100. And I got the Laserdisc movie, and I do really want to get a Laserdisc movie for the Blair Witch Project. And I just have my phone laying down too. And there it is. And if you really want to know, this is a true Laserdisc movie. And there it is, Laserdisc. I'm a big, massive fan of the Blair Witch Project. I do like to rebuild the mansion. Oh, not the mansion, the house. And not just that too. These are like my certain things I like to do, have with it, where people go and visit it. You know, have like people there, like guarding the place where people don't break in. Like, I like to make it where it's like $10, you know, for people to go in, like $10. You know, it's going to have like a fence barrier where it goes around the mansion, where people don't break in. Same if I ever done with the Evil Dead house, because if I do that right, like make it like $10 for people to actually go in there and everything else and look around how things used to be and everything else, the money would be going into charity, basically, like charity, you know, for homeless and whatever, whatever charity I want to, you know, donate my charity to. Probably cancer, you know, homelessness, you know, people who are homeless, donate it to, like, you know, Salvation Armies or whatever. Yeah, like where people can actually go there, but you have to pay to go in there, and not just that too, on top of that too, paying for to maintain the house, for its, you know, for people to go there many times, you know, maintain it to keep it standing and everything else. I like to make it very accurate, the way how that house was back in when that movie was made, you know, but make it strong, make it better, you know, where people can go and see it, and you get to see the actual place where Michael was actually Michael was in the corner. It's still under the ground. It's still in the foundations of the earth, and all you have to do is dig that up and put the house on top of it, and, you know, and everything else. That's what I want to do. Yeah, the Blair Witch houses would be one of my biggest things to do, because I do want to be in a movie historian to rebuild things, like, you know, from old movies and stuff like that. It would be a good project to do if I ever get there in the future. Like, and not just that too, I even have a script up here for the Blair Witch Project 2. Because you can kind of like say the Blair Witch Project and the Blair Witch 2016 movie, you can kind of like say that that's part of that story. But with my one, it's going to be called the Blair Witch Project 2. It's kind of like runs in the same kind of story in a way, but yeah, it's like it's diving into the secrets of you know, of the Blair Witch and everything else. Yeah, I do like to build that house, and it would be one of my passions to actually do that. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I haven't done one for a long time now. And because I've been going through a lot lately with my somatic anxiety and everything else, and yeah, I haven't really been doing videos, and this is more of a positive video. I hope you enjoy this. See you, goodbye, and God bless. Oh yeah, this is just a bonus for the end of the movie video I just did. Do got the Blair Witch Project book 2. That's a bit of a bonus. See ya, and God bless.